Hi everyone, this is Professor Satish Uli from Civil Engineering Department. Today we are going to take up the experiment regarding a Francis turbine. So this experiment is a part of Fluid Mechanics Lab, or can say HHM Lab, okay, for 4 semester civil engineering students. So what exactly is a Francis turbine? So what is a turbine? Turbine, you know that it converts your kinetic energy into a mechanical energy. Okay, so there are some alternators will be there which produces electricity. So Francis turbine has a more effective in producing electricity itself. So Francis turbine is a mixed flow type of turbine. Okay, so it uses both static and dynamic head over here. Okay, so what's the aim of this experiment? So aim of this experiment is to find out the characteristic of the turbine. So like you can say specific speed, unit power, okay, the torque, the brake horsepower and all. Okay, so that we are going to find it over here. So ultimately what we are doing, we are finding out the characteristic of that turbine itself. So now this is a data sheet. In data sheet they have given drum diameter as 0.2 meters, okay, and the rope diameter, it has been given as dr as 0.015 meters. The effective diameter of the drum they have given, that it has been noted at d equals to 0.23 meters. The weight of the rope and hanger that they have given as T naught equals to 1 kg. The constant of enturimeter, the K equals to 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 3, that they have given it. So now this is a data sheet, so which we need to record when we conduct the experiment over there. Okay, so first one, we tend to conduct the experiment in two phases, one with respect to an half open, one with an fully open. So next, the speed of the turbine. So speed of the turbine, okay, so that is in terms of RPM. What we do is we with the help of a speedometer, we tend to note down that speed of the turbine itself, okay, as we have done in the pumps and all. Next, what we do, we tend to calculate the head on the turbine P. Okay, there is an pressure gauge, so which measure the head on the turbine, okay, in terms of kg per centimeter square. The load on the turbine drum, okay, so we tend to put the loads like 3 kg, 5 kg and 7 kg, that we need to note down. Okay, so that we are noting down over here, as per as W1 and W2 also. There are two types of loads over there. Next, what we are doing, we are calculating the pressure measured by an venturi meter gauge, that is P1 and P2, that we are noting down over here. So we should note down all these reading for each trials, okay, maybe, and also for both fully open as well as half open. And with respect to when you record the reading, these are the calculation to find out the characteristic. As I mentioned earlier, we need to find out a specific speed, specific what you can say unit speed itself, unit power itself. Okay, so you're finding out in brake torque over there, you're finding out the power over here. Okay, so you are finding out the brake power output of the turbine. Sorry, so brake power output of the turbine. Okay, so in this way what you are doing, you are finding out the characteristic of that turbine itself. So first you can see that the head of the turbine itself, so that is been given as K equals to P into 10. Okay, so P you tend to measure over there, that reading you are going to note down and that you are going to write it up here. You're going to find an actual discharge, that is K into under root H. Okay, then you're going to find the available power, that is PIN equals to rho G Q H divided by 1000. Okay, that you're going to find out. You're going to find out the net brake load on the torque, that you're going to find out. You're going to find out brake torque over here, that is W into RB. You're going to find out brake power output also, that is by the equation 2 root NT by 60. You're going to find out the efficiency. So efficiency is nothing but output by input, that you're going to find out. You're going to want to find out a specific speed. You're going to find out a unit speed. You're going to find out unit power. You're going to find out unit quantity or unit discharge. Okay, so you're going to find out all those things. So in the next part of the video, what we're going to see is you're going to see how to conduct the experiment. Okay. Hi everyone. Today we are going to see the experiment regarding the Francis turbine. This experiment is a part of fluid mechanics lab. It is one of the major experiment, and this experiment is for 4 semester students as per the video curriculum itself. It's in the Francis turbine. The Francis turbine is a mixed flow turbine itself. Okay. So here what we are going to do is we are going to have some load on the turbine. We are going to find the characteristic of the turbine, like specific speed, specific power, efficiency of the turbine itself. So it has been, we have gotten 45 meter over here. It's a flow measuring device. For that, it is connected to an pressure gauge. So we need to measure this pressure gauge. We got P1 and P2, and we need to measure what is the handling turbine. Here also there is an venturimeter. For that, it is being connected to a pressure measuring device, that's in P over here. And for that, for this specific load, what we are going to do is we are going to find out what's an RPM over here. Okay. So this experiment is conducted in 2 stages. One is for full flow condition, one is for half flow condition. So here what you can see here is, come over here, you can see here is, there is a wall. Okay, there is a wall. Here we have gotten 5 regions over here. So if I keep it in middle, what it shows that it is in half flow condition. Okay, so if I put it this gauge for 5th, it shows that it is in full flow condition. Now I will begin this experiment within half wall condition open. So first I am going to apply a 3 kgs of load over here. So before you start up the experiment, one thing you should note down, see that this pulley should not touch the base. Okay, so if it is touching the base, you need to adjust it. If it is not touching, let it be. So first I am going to apply a 3 kg of load. I am going to apply a 3 kg of load. Okay, for 3 kg of load I am going to start the experiment. Okay, I have started the turbine. I have applied a 3 kg load over here. Now after this I am going to set load of 3
kgs. Now added 2 kgs of weight, it has become 5 kgs. So with respect to this load, I want to get P E1 and P. P1 is 1.5, but 1.5. Half flow condition. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this wall open fully. So next one is with the full flow condition. So I'm turning this wall to make sure that it remains fully open and okay. So I turn this wall, so it contains, you can come over here, come this one, show this one. So there are 5 divisions, okay. So this is for the last division, which shows that it is fully open. Previously it was, I put it in middle, it was in half open, now it is in full open condition, okay. So I am starting of the motor. So I am going to put first case as 3 kg load. We have increased the load. Same way what we are going to do is I am going to add again 2 kgs of load, that becomes 5. Then I'm going to see P1, P2, and I'm going to check the RPM. Similar fashion, again I'm going to increase the load for again say 7 kg. I'm going to check P1 and P2, and I'm going to check the RPM. Okay, so in this manner I'm going to take the readings with the Francis turbine. So in the next half I'm going to show regarding the calculation part. So thank you for now.
After the conduction of the lab experiment, as we have seen in the previous video, I got few readings. Okay, so these were the observation table that we have already discussed earlier itself, and these are the some readings which I got. I got an RPM of 1530. Okay, the head of turbine P I got it as 1.2, and W1 it is around 0.2, W2 is around 2 kg, P1 with the venture meter reading I got 1.4 and P2 as 1.15. Okay, so by using these things, what I have done is I have calculated the calculation with what you can say a characteristic of the turbines we are calculating. Okay, so first thing, the head on the turbine, that is H. Okay, so H is what? It is P into 10. So what is the P? P is 1.2. So this is 1.2 P. Okay, so that is 1.2 into 10. We have got we have got 12 meters over here. Okay, so we have calculated the actual Q. So actual Q equals to what? That is K into, okay, so K into under root H. So what is H? H is nothing but P1 minus P2 into 10. So that I have substituted here. I got a P1 value as 1.4, the P2 value as 1.15. Okay, so that I have got. So using that I calculated the actual Q, actual discharge. Okay, so next what I have calculated over here is I calculated the available power itself at the inlet of the turbine. So what is that formula? The formula is rho G Q into H by 1000. Rho G Q H by 1000 itself. So this equation can be rewritten as 9.81 Q into H. So when I have rewritten that formula, so when I put all the values, I got around the power as 1.648 kilowatts. Okay, so next I need to calculate the net brake load on the turbine. So net brake load on the turbine has been given as W equals to W1 plus 1 minus W2 into 9.81. Okay, so when I substitute W1, you can see that previously it is 0.2. Okay, so W2 it is around 2 itself. Okay, so that we have taken. So by using that we have calculated the net brake load of that turbine itself. Okay, next we calculated the torque equals to what? W into RB. So W is nothing but this value which we have found out it over here. So RB is nothing but it has been given. So RB is given as 0.115. Okay, so from that we have calculated the brake torque. So next one is in brake power output. So brake power output is been given as 2 into root NT by 60,000. Okay, so when I put all the values, I got the value around 0.199 kilowatts. Next I find out the efficiency, overall efficiency. Overall efficiency is nothing but BP. This is a BP by the power available. Okay, that is been termed as PIN. So this one, okay, into 100. So the efficiency, overall efficiency was around 8.73%. Next we have found out the specific speed. So specific speed is been given as NS equals to N under root BP by H raised to 5 by 4. Okay, so you got a value of H. Previously you will find it out here itself. Where it is that? This is H. Okay, that is H. N you also, that one also you find it out. Okay, N is nothing but RPM itself. So BP, you know that it is here. So you got the specific speed around 25.9 RPM. Okay, so unit speed is N by under root H. Okay, so H is 12 over here previously, which we have found it out. So this is an RPM value. So by using that, you have find out the specific unit speed. So next you're finding out in power, unit power itself. So unit power is equal to BP, that already find out. H is 7. So using that, you find it out here itself. Next, in unit quantity or unit discharge. Okay, so again that is Q by under root H. Okay, so you find it out in unit quantity or unit discharge by using this equation. Okay, so in this way you need to calculate the various characteristic of the turbine itself. In the next half of the video, you can see that this is a journal sheet which has been recorded earlier values itself with respect to fully open and half open. With respect to 3 trials they have taken. With respect to 3 trials, they have taken the RPM, they have taken the weight, they have taken the W2, they have taken P1, they have taken P, they have taken P1 values. Okay, they have noted down P2 values, and as per the previous calculations, they have found out all the characteristics of the turbine. Okay, for the both the states, for an half open, for a full open condition, as well as for an half open condition. Okay, so they have calculated H, Q, P, N, W, T, BP. Okay, overall efficiency, unit speed, specific speed, unit speed. Okay, unit power. Okay, and so on. So lastly, you have tabulated over here the results under the condition of full open and half open. Okay, the head of the turbine you have noted down. You have noted down the Venturi meter reading. You calculated the Q actual value. You calculated the power input. The brake power you have calculated. You have find out the overall efficiency. You can see that the overall efficiency has been found out. You calculate the specific speed over here. You calculated the unit speed over here. You calculated a unit power over here. Okay, and unit discharge. Okay, so in this same way you need to calculate, okay, the various characteristics of the turbine. So thank you very much. This was a Francis turbine. In the next part we will see about the Pelton turbine also. So thank you very much.